You are now ready to begin Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future. CyberLife, the company that manufactured me, is conducting a user survey. Would you like to participate?
Yes, we will participate in this survey. Okay, you know what? This is Dipio. Welcome back to Detroit Become Human. This is interesting.
Yeah,
this
has
booted
never
up.
happened
This
before.
has never happened. So let's see what happens when we can, when we participate in the survey.
Great. Let's start. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human?
Are you talking like a bow wow relationship, or just like a hey buddy, let's go see a movie?
I'm pretty sure we're looking at a bow chicka bow wow.
Well, I mean, I don't know, pretty realistic.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
Yes.
If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be?
A life raft.
Wait, multiple choice?
A book, a cell phone, pen and paper, a console. If you bring a console, you're a dummy.
Yeah.
If you bring an instrument, you're a dummy. You bring a cell phone and you try to get a burst transmission out with a text saying, come save me. That's what you do. And when all else fails, you use the glass to reflect the sunlight and start fires. So cell phone is the correct answer. It's the only correct answer.
Do you consider yourself dependent on technology?
Quite.
I don't know. Yes, of course.
What technology do you most anticipate?
Well, there were those sex robots you just mentioned. Androids, fun cars, space touring, brain connect. I don't want anything connected to my brain. I do not want to. People can't drive cars.
No, space
much less fly
tourism
them.
is definitely my answer.
Space tourism is your answer.
But if you're psyched about androids, you're welcome to pick since you're the fingers of this game.
Androids are cool. I wish you hadn't said the fingers of this game after I made the sex robot joke. So I'm going to say space tourism now because I feel dirty.
Believe in God.
Go get a shower.
Yes.
Would you let an
That's why you feel
android
dirty.
take care of your children?
Again, do you mean take care of them or take care of them? Because both answers could be correct. Oh, yeah. Well, sure, why not? I've seen some great androids in this game so far.
I know, I feel like if it's programmed well, like...
Kara is a great babysitter. She's better than the dad.
Right.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
definitely a
some
yes.
people
How
are
much
worse
time per
than an
day
android would
would
be.
you say you spend on an electronic device?
Ooh, you work in front of a computer, so you are for sure
Yeah.
a more.
It's actually more, unfortunately.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on by a machine?
I'd prefer it, as a matter of fact.
I would want a human present. Like, I would want a specialist there in case of... Like, I feel like a machine cannot be programmed to see all the things that a human would instinctively...
I'm going on this game's premise.
Yeah.
At which point you have a fully capable machine that intakes information like a human. I'd be totally cool with it.
Yeah.
I'd prefer it.
Yeah.
The android's not going to come
their
in.
hands are steady.
Yeah, they're not going to come in drunk or be upset over something.
Right. They're not
Do
going to
you
get
think one day
distracted.
machines could develop consciousness?
Okay, now, despite the thing of this, I really don't think so. The true answer, like everything, is I don't know.
Right.
But I find it hard to believe that... I think consciousness is more complicated than simply a really complicated algorithm.
Yeah.
So I have to say no.
I land squarely in the don't know. But
And the don't know.
Yeah.
Then we'll go don't know, because I could also go with don't know, because there's more to this world
Right.
than I could ever possibly fathom. All right. This is just recapping all our answers. We know what we did. We just did it.
No, it's telling you compared to the
world.
Oh,
I wasn't sorry. Well, paying attention. Okay. Okay. We're in the majority here.
Yeah.
We're in the majority here.
Look,
we are not in the majority.
An instrument.
What numbnut is bringing a trumpet to a desert? What is that going to do for you?
I mean, you could call for help.
I think you just did it. Oh, people. Would you consider yourself dependent? Oh, yes. Yeah, very much in the majority. Space tour. Most people
minority.
Said brain-connected devices was second place? No, I don't want nothing in my brain.
No, thank you.
No. Belief in God.
Interesting.
Oh, look it.
Those stats are interesting.
Yeah. Don't know makes sense. I mean, don't know is more of a is there a God than a do you believe.
Right.
You should kind of know whether you believe or not. I mean, you could be a don't know in that.
Yeah.
But I think those stats are probably where I would expect them to be from this.
They're just, some of these are so like leaning one direction.
Mm-hmm. Android, yep, absolutely. 62 more,
yeah.
Yep.
But a lot of people work on computers.
Yep, yep. And don't know. We are in the don't know. A lot of people think that yes, they could. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a cool little.
Yeah.
Like, did not expect that to happen.
Nope. All right.
We'll continue now. Yeah, I didn't expect to be quizzed by my game. It makes me wonder if that's tied to upcoming events.
Right? Like, is that going to affect our game at all?
Like, yeah. Like, what are those answers doing?
Right.
Are they queuing up certain interactions that may go one way or another depending on
how you answered? I have no idea.
Is Ubisoft just gathering information about us? Wait, is this Ubisoft? No, this is Quantic Dream, not Ubisoft.
Connor.
Find Amanda.
Amanda? Who's Amanda?
Is the ground supposed to look like this? Or is that just how Connor sees it? Interesting.
Is this a pathway?
Amanda!
Oh, look, there's like actual paths.
There is, I know, branching.
I don't like branching paths.
But
like,
we can't step on the grass.
It's a visual representation of the game, and it stresses me out.
What's this?
What's this? Put your hand on it.
Ooh, we can actually get on the grass here. Whoa.
Huh?
It freaked him out, whatever it is. Oh, really? You're not going to say?
That's it, huh?
Well, see, now I have I was kind of like all roads lead to Rome, but now I got to look around.
Yeah.
I think that's probably Amanda there in the middle of the garden, though. See her, like, watering the flowers? Or maybe she's painting the roses red.
I want to know what that did. He had a very strong reaction to that, but the birds seem significant somehow. You can't go any farther that way.
Nope.
The birds seem totally insignificant somehow.
The birds are totally insignificant.
Is this a path here?
It looks like one, but it's not.
Okay. This is really hard. You're doing a lot of camera shifting.
Yeah.
And I understand why. It just makes me nauseous.
What? It makes you what? What?
Oh.
There's a lot of the same bird.
Yes.
You got a lot of white doves.
Yes. Bamboo.
And some big old lily pads.
I mean, they're huge.
This is still the weirdest bridges. These, like, polygonal...
This is the same place where you put your hand before?
Yep. We looped. There was nothing else to see.
Oh.
Alright, let's cross the bridge and talk to Amanda. Because clearly we have important business here in the garden. Oh, look at that. See, you don't look up, you miss some things sometimes.
Yeah. Roses growing into a tree. R2 to consult your objectives.
Yeah, I know. I know what we're doing. Game. I didn't forget. I was exploring.
Hello, Amanda.
Connor, it's good to see you. Congratulations, Connor. Finding that deviant was far from easy. And the way you interrogated it was very clever. You've been remarkably efficient, Connor.
Thank you, Amanda.
Isn't that what
We've
you built
asked
me
the
for?
DPD to transfer it to us for further study. It may teach us something about what happened. The interrogation seemed challenging. What did you think of the deviant?
He was traumatized.
Yeah.
It showed signs of PTSD after being abused by its owner. As if its original program had been completely replaced by new instructions.
This Lieutenant Anderson has been officially assigned to the deviancy case. What do you make of him?
Intriguing?
Intriguing? Okay.
I think he's irritable and socially challenged. But I also think he used to be a good detective. He's an intriguing character.
Unfortunately, we have no choice but to work with him. What do you think is the best approach?
Adapt.
Adapt.
I will adapt to his personality. It is in the best interest of the investigation
Oh,
that
she
I
didn't like
avoid
that?
conflict and try to accommodate his psychology.
More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous. You're the most advanced prototype cyberlife has ever created. If anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you.
You can count on me, Amanda.
Hurry, Connor. There's little time.
I may have said already, like, you wouldn't confuse it for, like, an actual real-life image, but the faces are really good in this game.
Yeah. I mean, not so much there.
The faces of the main characters are really good in this game. Go to reception. Cross the line. Oh, don't cross the line.
Can I help you?
I'm here to see Lieutenant Anderson.
Do you have authorization?
Yes.
Here we go.
Lieutenant Anderson hasn't arrived yet, but you can wait at his desk.
Thank you, Freckles.
Find his desk.
You might be in shock. Just
Tensions in the Arctic have reached a new level, with a Russian carrier and an American patrol boat reported to have clashed last night.
sure.
Several warning shots were exchanged, apparently with no damage or casualties to either side. The Minister for Defense, Dennis Riggs, has spoken of intolerable provocation that cannot go unanswered. The countries in the region, particularly Sweden and Canada, have called for military forces to withdraw and an international conference to be held. So far, there has been no response from either Moscow or Washington. We'll keep you informed minute by minute as the situation develops.
Well, thank you,
Ooh.
Jim.
Went to real live action.
And then it'll loop back around to the same thing he was just saying.
What? I wonder what this is
Footage of?
video of. Yeah. This is the annual flag comparing competition. Show your flag. Show your flag. Show your flag. Show your flag. Sorry. All right, let's get out of here.
Can you like,
You know what? I don't care if they're robots. That would be so awkward to have all these
so
people lined up
creepy.
on the wall just staring at you.
yeah. Poe Miller?
Poe Miller?
Oh, Poe Miller.
Poe Miller.
Oh,
Can I talk to Poe Miller?
he stood up to look at some papers. Now you can't.
Nope.
You could a minute ago when he was sitting down.
Could I?
Yeah.
Poe Wilson. Can't talk to him.
I don't know. There was a talk option with Poe Miller.
So degrading. Let's see. He's sitting back down. I didn't think there was, but let's see if you're right. Oh, nope. You were always correct.
Still here? I thought your assignment was over.
It's just been extended.
Hank's gonna be overjoyed to hear that. You were right about that android. It's been quiet in the cell all night. It's scheduled for transfer today.
Can we go talk to it in the
I know
cell?
I'm a robot. Could you look me in the eye when you talk to me, please? Det Reed.
Who are we looking for?
Poe Brown. So, Det is detective. What is Poe?
Police officer?
Like, I guess. That's a weird way to do it on the desk, I guess.
Can we go... He said he's in the cell.
Poe person.
Oh. Poe person.
You got a Poe person?
Can we go...
Det Collins. We're
Talk
looking for
to him
Anderson.
in
This
the
has got to
cell?
be Anderson, right?
Yeah.
He's got the most, like, intriguing desk.
Excuse me. Do you know what time Lieutenant Anderson usually arrives?
Depends on where he was the night before. If we're lucky, we'll see him before noon.
Thanks.
Okay.
Do you have to? I want to know if you can go find that android in the cell.
Hot sitting action. Yeah, I'm done sitting. Can we snoop through his desk? Yeah, let's listen to his Beats by Dre.
Right, something's going on that we can't read. Ha! You went yellow for a second.
Knights of the Black Death. Analyze.
Donuts?
Clue. He likes donuts. And this is a lazy joke.
I don't care.
What? Wait, what did I say? If you're not a bartender, go away. I don't... Blah. If I wanted to be ignored, I'd talk to my ex-wife. I don't know what the I don't something is.
Use your brain, not your android.
We don't bleed the same color. No more android. If you have a complaint, please go to hell. Happy people make me sick. This guy is weird. But he likes basketball.
Okay.
Alright,
What is
Detroit
this?
police dismantle a network of red ice dealers. More than 50 arrests throughout the country. Detroit's finest has dealt a massive blow to the city's growing red ice epidemic, with a number of high-profile dealers and suppliers now behind bars and narcotics seized with a street value of $500,000. Detective Hank Anderson, a young but hugely talented detective, is said to have been instrumental in the operation, which took months of planning. The DA described the work of Detective Anderson and his colleagues as model investigative police work.
Okay, so this is stories about him.
Yep.
Detective Anderson promoted to the rank of lieutenant. Becoming the youngest lieutenant on the Detroit Police Force, Lieutenant Hank Anderson was among the most decorated detectives in DPD's recent history, securing a number of high-profile arrests and serving as an integral member of the force. Captain Fowler said the promotion was long overdue, describing Anderson as among the most talented police I've ever worked with. The new lieutenant is expected to rise quickly through the ranks of the department and is already being tipped as future commissioner. But he's still a lieutenant.
Yep. New record seizure of red ice in Detroit. Nearly a ton of red ice discovered in the hold of a boat after a long investigation conducted by Lieutenant Anderson of the Detroit Police Force. Okay. That didn't count as an investigation.
Whoa.
Multi-department unit responsible for red ice work.
Hang on, look at it
yeah,
again.
Yeah.
A good cop, real police. Not something since...
Like, this is another
Only
real
50
photo.
bucks.
Like, actual Clancy Brown.
Nice girl, a-hole.
Okay. Is this his dog?
Saint Bernard.
I'm like, he is shedding all over this chair. Okay.
What's in that file?
Oh.
Jimmy's bar.
Wood.
The
It's not wood.
matches.
Matches are not made of wood.
What are they made
I
of?
mean, real matches are, but not matchbook matches.
What are they made
Cardboard. Just got cardboard sticks. The dead bonsai tree. Your mom got a hold of it.
of? Japanese maple. There's a story there. Coffee cup, cold coffee, traces of caffeine. That's it.
Not in the coffee.
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant.
Oh, Jesus.
Hank!
No, Connor.
In my office.
Enter and listen in or explore the office.
There was something else we could have done. But not anymore.
Not anymore.
Let's go be nosy.
I've got 10 new cases involving androids on my desk every day. We've always had isolated incidents. Old ladies losing their android maids and that kind of crap. But now, we're getting reports of assaults and even homicide, like that guy last night. This isn't just CyberLife's problem anymore. It's now a criminal investigation, and we've got to deal with it before the shit hits the fan. I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link.
Why me? Why do I gotta be the one to deal with this shit? I am the least qualified cop in the country to handle this case. I know jack shit about androids, Jeffrey. I can barely change the settings on my own phone.
Everybody's overloaded. I think you're perfectly qualified for this type of investigation.
Bullshit! The truth is, nobody wants to investigate these fucking androids, and you left me holding the bag.
CyberLife sent over this android to help with the investigation. It's a state-of-the-art prototype. It'll act as your partner.
No fucking way! I don't need a partner, and certainly not this plastic prick.
Hank, you are seriously starting to piss me off. You are a police lieutenant. You are supposed to do what I say and shut your goddamn mouth.
You know what my goddamn mouth has to say to you?
Okay,
huh?
okay. I'll pretend like I didn't hear that, so I don't have to add any more pages to your disciplinary folder, because it already looks like a fucking novel. This conversation is over.
Jeffrey, Jesus Christ, why are you doing this to me? You know how much I hate these fucking things. Why are you doing this to me?
Listen, I've had just about enough of your bitching. Either you do your job or you hand in your badge. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
So why does he hate androids so much?
Oh, Anderson.
I wonder
Sorry.
whether Lieutenant Anderson is really the best person for this investigation.
Hey, I don't need a machine to tell me how to handle my men, okay? So get the fuck out of my office.
Have a nice day, Captain.
It's a grumpy face.
Okay. So,
we get to go see the deviant.
So, two things. One, I love Clancy Brown. He's so good. Two, if his disciplinary file is as thick as a novel, why has this Joker not been fired yet?
Right. Just because he used to be a good cop?
Yeah. I'm torn.
Talk to
I think
him
I
or
want to
go
talk to. I
Andrew?
think I want to talk to Hank first. He's kind of a dick. Understanding, pragmatic, constructive.
Pragmatic?
I don't think he cares so much about understanding for us.
No.
Constructive.
I'm worried that's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Like, it might not be, but like you picked Anderson and ticked off the...
We gotta break through to this guy.
Well, and the stupid thing is we did. We impressed him with the last case, and he was like going towards positive with us.
And that's why I think maybe understanding is the right answer, because if we're pragmatic and constructive, we're a little more calculating and we're like an actual android, which he hates. But if we're understanding, maybe that'll be a little less off-putting.
Your logic is sound.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I get the impression my presence causes you some inconvenience, Lieutenant. I'd like you to know I'm very sorry about that.
Positive. Not going to say partners. He didn't take that well last time.
In any case, I'd like you to know I'm very happy to be working with you. I'm sure we'll make a great team.
Desk?
Yeah,
Is
stay
there
away
a
from the
desk
partners.
anywhere I could use?
No one's using that one.
Across from him.
All right, we checked on Hank. Analyze deviancy files.
That might be beneficial for going to talk to the deviant.
Might be.
It might unlock an option of something.
Question. Do we do it
Are
here?
the files on the computer?
It seems like those are all like objectives we have to clear, so I don't think we're gonna lock something out.
Miss something.
Oh look, we can talk about all kinds of stuff. Let's just go in order.
You have a dog. Right?
How do you know that?
The dog hair's on your chair. I like dogs. What's your dog's name?
What's it to you? Sumo. I call him Sumo.
They improved things with him.
You're a Detroit
That's
Gears
what we're
fan,
doing.
right? Denton Carter scored 53% of his shots from the three-point line yesterday. Did you see the game?
That's what I was watching at the bar last night.
Oh.
Okay.
Do
Music.
you listen to Knights of the Black Death? I really like that music. It's full of energy.
You listen to heavy metal?
Well, I don't really listen to music as such, but I'd like to.
That got him. Okay. It's unlocked, so we got to talk about it. Anti-androids.
A lot of people don't appreciate having androids around. I was wondering, is there any reason in particular you despise me?
Lab report says they cut it with something.
Yeah. There is one.
Really need the forensics.
Up, down, up, down. This guy's a roller coaster of emotion.
Have you known Captain Fowler for long?
Yeah. Too long.
I was wondering, do you always arrive at the office at this time?
I arrive when I arrive. Stop busting my balls, okay?
See, that didn't get us a down thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have any files on Deviants, I'd like to take a look at them.
Terminal's on your desk. Knock yourself out.
But if I knock myself out, I won't be able to read.
Right.
All right. Case file. Victim Gordon Lopez. Assigned to Lieutenant Anderson.
Disappearance.
The plaintiff reports that he left his android at home as usual. When he went to work, when he returned, the android was nowhere to be found. No trace of a break-in at the apartment. The android may have left the home without being ordered to.
Attack. Victim Charles Bell. The plaintiff claims to have been attacked by a AV500 number 234777821 model android working as a waiter in the Fast Coney Dogs restaurant chain situated at 842 Chamberlain Avenue. The plaintiff claims the android lunged at him unexpectedly and attempted to strangle the man before leaving the scene. The android remains at large.
Another attack. Sarah Cornwall is the victim. The plaintiff claims to have been attacked by her android, an AP700 48913-802 model. The android also trashed several rooms in the house before taking flight. Well, they can fly.
Another disappearance from Floyd Mills. The plaintiff, the manager of the Eden Club, reported the unexplained disappearance of a sex android model WR400 blah blah. The android disappeared after accompanying a customer to his home and never returned to the club.
All right. Attempted murder, Leo Manfred. Famous painter Carl Manfred was found dead in his home following an altercation between his android and his son. The latter's witness statement attests to the android behaving violently. The android is thought to be a prototype, unknown model, and serial number, and was destroyed at the scene by attending officers.
Oh, homicide, Todd Williams. The victim's body was found by a friend who came by to say hello. A friend. That man did not have friends.
No.
Drug dealer.
Yes.
He immediately called the emergency service at 842, who recorded death by gunshot wound. The murder weapon may have belonged to the victim. His android, an AX-400, was not found on the scene and is the main suspect.
All right, that's everybody. Let's scan these things into our super brain.
243 files. First dates back 9 months. It all started in Detroit and quickly spread across the country. An AX-400 is reported to have murdered a man last night. That could be a good starting point for our investigation.
Direct.
You shouldn't let your personal situation hamper the investigation, Lieutenant.
He's kind of being a baby.
What the hell you're talking about? So why don't you just run your program and shut the fuck up?
Determined. I'm not going to threaten.
I've been assigned this mission, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to wait until you feel like working.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and set a match to it. So stop pissing me off. But things are gonna get nasty.
Lieutenant? I'm sorry to disturb you. I have some information on the AX-400 that killed the guy last night. It's been sighted in the Ravendale district.
I'm on it.
Can you still go talk to the deviant?
I hope so. No! No! Okay, we got a lead. So, what did that cost us?
Hank is mad.
Hank is mad. Yeah, no matter what, Hank is mad is the end.
Right.
So Hank got a lead. Explore the station, wait for Hank. So that would have been our option to go talk to that guy.
Right.
But then we would have lost probably on the time to examine Hank's desk.
Right.
And all of that. So something was going to happen. These lead to a dead end.
Or you would have missed the follow him into Fowler's office.
It might have led to some dialogue options, but it looks like no matter what, we were on this path.
Hank is mad.
He got a lead or something else occurred, but he got a lead, so that's not bad. Okay. Hank, you grumpy dude.
I know, completely unpredictable.
Yeah. He liked us a second and then hate us. Then like us, then hate us. Then hate us.
and having only one word options for what your interactions are going to be and not knowing exactly what,
what he's gonna say
is. And then only having a split second to decide what that between these four nondescript words are like.
Well, he responded positively to dogs and heavy metal. So if we can just kind of gear all our conversations around dogs and heavy metal, we're golden. Golden.
But I feel like those particular things, like you were like, I like dogs, which is a very human thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like honest about like, well, I don't really listen to music per se, but I'd like to. Like that kind of like showing a human characteristic.
Yeah. Then he tried to talk sports and he was mad that he didn't know that he was watching it the other night. It just reminded him that he got pulled out of the bar.
I was going to say, he was just pissed that you came in and interrupted the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well, good episode. So we're on the lead to a murder. Now we have some paths crossing between Connor, Kara, and Marcus because they are both listed in the Deviant files. So
stories are starting to converge.
We're going to see some intertwining here, I think. I'm worried about our interactions with Hank here, though. He stayed mad, but again, mad was the only option.
Right.
There was no Hank
decides
bought
you're not
you a
such
coffee.
a bad android.
No,
Yeah.
no. Mad was the only option right now, so we'll just stick with that for the moment. Anyway, that'll call it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and we hope you come back next time. But until then, take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.